Welcome, ladies and gentlemen, back to the channel. My name is your Newport City Nightmare, and today we are going to review or recap Monday Night Raw. We said we were going to do this after SmackDown the other night. We did do one after SmackDown, but it was a bit later. And today has been the same thing, because but I have got jotted down most of the stuff from Raw last night. It was a good watch along. Enjoyed it. Raw was a bit of a mixed bag again, like SmackDown, but to be expected. Like with the draft, it's always near enough the same, you know. Unless you do a real proper draft, it's just going to be a mixed bag as usual. So let's go for the draft results first before we do matches and stuff. So round one, we ended up getting Imperium staying on Raw. Of course, no Giovanni Vinci. Jay then went to SmackDown. Expected that because obviously I think her and Bianca are going to win the tag title Saturday. Backlash. We'll be doing predictions. Predictions will probably be, I'm guessing, Saturday morning. I could do it after SmackDown. So obviously SmackDown is going to be 8 o'clock finish. 8 o'clock finish. So for me anyway, 8 o'clock finish. So what I'll do my predictions and the thoughts on SmackDown. So it'll be a double-edged sword. So it'll be a SmackDown recap and Backlash predictions in one video. So we'll do that. So yeah, Jay went to SmackDown. Damage Control on Raw, all 4 members. And Kevin Owens going to staying on SmackDown. So we'd expected that. Going through all this. We then had Gunther beating the holy hell out of Xavier Woods. That was fun. It was a fun match, actually. Going into the King Ring, I think Gunther has to be the overall favourite going into that pay-per-view. I give that match a 3-star rating as well. So that's your first star rating of the new era here on Newport City Nightmare channel. I think we had round 2, and the first pick of round 2 was CM Punk, picked by JBL and Farouk, APA. Drew McIntyre weren't happy about that, obviously. But then at the Pride, going over to SmackDown, Braun Strowman's back. He had a bit of a cameo in a bit. We'll go on that in a bit. Raw, for going to Raw, and Tiffany going to SmackDown. I think Tiffany's not going to win Saturday, but I think she's definitely got to be a shoe-in for that Queen of the Ring crown. Let's check something a minute. We then had Sami Zayn versus Bronson Reed for the Intercontinental Championship. Actually, I think after I think we had the before we had the Gunther and Xavier match, we had the obviously the first picks were picked by Logan. No, the second picks. Second picks were picked by. I am right. Second picks were picked by Logan Paul and I Show Speed. And then Logan comes to the ring, starting Mayfield off against Jey Uso. Jay comes down then. Yeet. Obviously, you had Pat McAfee doing his thing. And then the Judgment Day come out. They start beating up Jay. Logan Paul goes into the crowd to Patrick Mahone, 2-time NFL MVP. Look, I'm a massive football fan, but I will check out the Super Bowl now and again. Picks up, gives Logan his 2 rings, goes to hit Jay, and hits JD McDonough, and absolutely fucking creams him. And I think when Jay gets back up, he actually turns around, you can see him lip reading, and he goes, "You got knocked the fuck out, kid." Yeah, that was funny. That was quite funny. I enjoyed that. And then Jay coming back and, you know, getting off all the heels. So, Logan Paul. Braun Strowman comes out to save Jey Uso. And stand down with Jey Uso, with Logan Paul. So, maybe we'll have Braun Strowman versus Logan Paul for the US title in the future. Even though it would make a lot of sense, because Braun's on Raw and Logan's on SmackDown. But we digress. I think after that match, then we had the Sami versus Reed match, which I wrote as a 2.5-star match. It wasn't too bad. Good wrestling stylings here. And then Chad Gable came out at the end of to cost him the match. Got Sami in the ankle lock after Sami kicked him in the face earlier on in the night in the backstage. This was good. And then Braun Strowman, Bronson Reed gets a splash onto Gable. So is that going to be a freeway down the road? Is that going to be added to Backlash? Probably not at this stage, but you never know. You never know. We then went on to Reign 3. Sorry, I'm just like getting my notes made. Reign 3, I think, was picked by the Dudley Boys. The Dudley Boys come out. They brought a table out as well, which is quite fun. Nice to see the Dudley Boys again. D1's looking good. D1's looking good. So we had the LWO picked for Raw. We had Legado del Fantasma picked for SmackDown. Oh, yes. The LWO Legado del Fantasma, the feud that never ends, actually ends, thank God. Drew McIntyre then picked for Raw after CM Punk. Great storytelling. And Shinsuke Nakamura going to SmackDown. I would have put Shinsuke down on NXT just to give him a new burst of life, but that could still happen. So then we thought we was going to go to the ring, and here comes Drew. And Drew comes out, and he's not happy. And he says oh, was the Dudley Boys who done this? Oh, I think it's the other way around. JBL and thing done this one, and I think the Dudleys done the second one. Yeah, that's right. No, the Dudley Boys done Reign 4. So this was the one, Teddy Long done the one before on Reign. So Reign 2 was done by Logan and this was done by JBL and Farouk. So Drew comes out to a smasher and a bruise, and he says he thinks JBL and Farouk have been on the piss all week since Friday. Yeah, this to be expected. And then Drew is just basically saying, I can't believe I got picked before Punk. Where are you, Punk? Where are you? I'm here with my elbow. And then all of a sudden, like Mussolini, here comes CM Punk, and he's in the skybox, and he said, I'm not taking time off work. I'm here. So come and get, so I'm right here for you, bitch. And with that, Drew starts going to the back. I may as well talk about it this part now. Drew ends up going up to the skybox. Thinking, where's Punk? And there's a signed picture of CM Punk sat on this, in this like suite. And then Punk music hits again, and Punk comes down to the ring. And he says, listen, I'm not going to take too much of your time. Pat, how long was that? How long was Drew's championship? 5 minutes and 49 seconds. I bet you I can do a promo better than that. I was like, oh my God. And he just leaned into Drew, and Drew just stood there in the crowd, and he just looks like he just hates him. Oh, this is brilliant. I love Punk, as is well documented on this channel. I am a big Punk fucking fan. Almost a simper for Punk. But yeah, it's nice to see this, and I just can't wait till Punk gets cleared so we can see Punk versus Drew. The promos are brilliant at the moment. They're going to be even better when Punk's cleared. That's brilliant. We then had a break, and then we come back, and it was Candice versus... Well, this was obviously before. This was later on in the night. But Candice and Maxine had a match. Maxine, for all the people that hate her and say she shouldn't be in the ring, she didn't do bad here. She didn't do a lot wrong. Candice gets the win. A 3-minute match. Did anyone give a fuck? Not really. I mean, then we had Reign 4, and then obviously we had the Punk and Drew segment after that. But it was Reign 4. This was picked by the Dudley Boys. JD McDonough, Naomi. JD McDonough goes, the Judgment Day, sorry, I'm thinking JD McDonough here. Judgment Day, all 4 members. The rest of the thing. JD, Finn, and Dominic. I was wrong with Priest, obviously, because Priest is already on Raw. Naomi's staying on SmackDown. Ilya Dragunov, the Mad Dragon, going to Raw. And they weren't fucking happy about this. And I fucking said it would be Dragunov and Lyra going to Raw. And I was fucking right. But yeah, really, really pumped for the Mad Dragon. And Chelsea and Piper going to SmackDown. So Adam Pearce gets his wish. 8 you go. We then had the Liv versus Nia Jax, which I said was a two-star match. It was not a great match by any stretch of imagination, but kept Liv strong. Liv got the win after we had Tiffany in the crowd in this match, and Naomi come in to beat Tiffany up. Distracted Nia, and she hit the Oblivion. Did Liv and got the win. It was, like I said, it was a decent match, and Liv has improved so much over the years, so it's good to see Liv get her flowers here. Then I Reign 5, which consisted of the New Day going to Raw, pretty dreadly, as Jim Cornette would call them. Going to SmackDown, Lyra Valkyria, which I also said would be coming up. You'd think I'd be watching this for 20 odd years, wouldn't you? Going to Raw, and then Candice and Indy going to SmackDown. So yeah, later on Reign 6, we had DIY going to SmackDown as well. So are they going to bring back the way on SmackDown? Are DIY going to go heel? So I think that's the way they're going, and I wouldn't mind seeing it. After we had Reign 5, we had a break, and we come back. We had Miz and Truth against Otis and Tozawa. Earlier on in the night, Chad Gable absolutely said to Otis and Tozawa, you need to win these tag team titles. They didn't win, obviously. Miz and Truth won in about 7 minutes. 1-star match. Nothing to be expected there. Yeah, it was just they didn't even have an entrance, Tozawa and Otis. So I think they were going to win when he didn't have a fucking entrance. Just one of these things. Yeah, whatever. Miz and Truth still the champs. Happy days. And Miz is over now, man. It's not like if everyone's like, oh, yes, Miz. He's over. Even though this crowd was dead as a dodo. Looking back, I said on the stream that they were better than that. Like the crowd were better, but they were only over for a few things. Probably Punk and Drew. And to be fair, that was probably best stuff on the show was the Punk and Drew stuff. So we then had the final round of the WWE 2024 draft. Going to Raw as a final testament, obviously carrying Cross, AOP, and Scarlett, and Paul Ellering. He'd be doing this stuff down in NXT as well, so they could be down there as well in NXT. Oh, going over to SmackDown, Tommaso Ciampa and Johnny Gargano, otherwise known as DIY. Happy with that. Bit of a new thing for DIY. Bronson Reed staying on Raw, and Blair Davenport is going over to SmackDown. Didn't call that one, but I said if there was anyone that could have come up, Blair Davenport would have been a good pick, because I think she's not floundering down in NXT, but she could have done a lot better down in NXT, I think. So, and then we got to our main event, and then I was starting to say, well, how long are we going to have with this match? We ended up having about 7 minutes total. I'd say about 7 minutes on air, maybe 6. The Jey Uso, Ricochet, and Andrade, Al Idolo, he's not called that, but I'm still going to call him it, against Finn Balor, JD McDonough with a big knot on his skull, and the World Heavyweight Champion, Damian Priest. Jey Uso come out, and then it went straight to a fucking break. I was like, oh, here we fucking go. We had backstage stuff, and I can't remember what the backstage stuff was. And then all the entrances. Then we went. Then we had 5 minutes, 2 minutes. We go to break, come back, and in the end, Jey Uso gets the splash win over was it JD? Oh, Finn beat Finn. So Finn takes another loss to Jey Uso. So yeah, whatever. Looking forward to Saturday night. Of course, Jey and Damian I think will be a good match, because big man, little man always does well. You know, we used to remember Kevin Nash and Rey Mysterio in WCW. That was a great match. Yeah, Raw was all right. You know, I've seen people saying it's drab. It was all right. It was there again, like SmackDown. You know, the problem with these Raws and SmackDown, these weekly TVs after WrestleMania, they're always going to be a bit down, because that's just the way it is. You've lost The Rock, you've lost Rollins, you've lost Rhea, Roman. You know, there's 4 big names from the build up to WrestleMania, and you're not seeing them on weekly TV. It's going to be a bit of a cool off, but obviously, hopefully, with this draft, will be a bit better. Raw gets a solid 3 from me, which in a lot of ways is an average rating. So I could even go lower and say 2.5, but I will go 2. We'll meet in the middle, like DIY. Boom. 2.7 out of 5 is the rating for tonight, for last night's Monday Night Raw. Hope you enjoyed it. Just remember, planning note for this week is that we are going to have tomorrow on the channel, we're going back in the vault again. That's going to be a Wednesday show now. I know I done one Sunday, but that's definitely going to be a Wednesday show now. So Raw Monday, Wednesdays we're going to be doing classic reviews, and then Friday obviously SmackDown, and if there's a pay-per-view, it'll be a Saturday. That's going to be our thing at the moment. Like I said, 2K videos will be coming back, not at the moment though, because I'm quite enjoying talking about wrestling. We've been in Newport City Nightmare. If you agree with these star ratings, if you agree with how Raw was, get your comments in down below. And of course, give us a like on the video. It always helps the channel. And I've been your Newport City Nightmare. Always subscribe if you're new. And I'll see you when I see you.